So, Taking Chances is mainly about a girl named Harper. So, Harper has always grown up in a military marine camp, and pretty much every day she spent it with a bunch of guys. And there was like no girls, there was no makeup, there was no cute outfits of the day, none of that. And so her dad was really strict and kind of blamed her for her mother dying, even though who can control if your mother is gonna die while giving birth to you? Honestly, that's the most ridiculous thing ever. So, because of this upbringing, she decided to move to California, which is very far from her southern home with her dad. And so, once she gets to California, she meets her roommate. Her roommate is the complete opposite of what she was raised to be. Honestly, she's a rich girl who does anything she wants. She gets any piercing or tattoo she could possibly want. And her brother just so happens to be a tattoo artist. But we'll get to him later. So on the first night, she stays there. Her roommate shows up to get a couple things. And she invites her to a party. And she's just blown away by how little Harper knows about parties, dresses, fashion, what's extreme, what's not extreme. And so she ends up giving her some clothes to wear to a party. And at first Harper does not feel comfortable with it because it's too short. And she's like a modest girl. She always grew up with military roles. So that meant you never expose yourself, really. And so she's always pulling it down. And she gets to where she was meeting up with the guys. Now, as soon as they get to the guys, her roommate says, Harper's off limits. And no one can touch her. Because, everyone in that house is kind of loose, to say the least. And so, during the party, she has some beer, but she doesn't really go all the way and get super drunk, unlike her roommate.